Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from eTimes TV.
So Nisha, welcome to eTimes TV. How are you doing?
Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi. I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I am good. Thank you. And क्या वजह थी, क्या सोच के आपने हाँ कर दिया लॉकअप के लिए?
I think एक नॉर्मल रियलिटी शो में जो कंटेस्टेंट्स की खोज होती है उससे बहुत ही अलग लगी मुझे ये खोज. जब मेरी पहली वीडियो मीटिंग हुई मेकर्स के साथ तो जो सवाल उन्होंने मुझे पूछे, दे वर लुकिंग फॉर समबडी हु हैड सब्सटेंस इन देम, जो एक रूम फुल ऑफ पीपल में अपना ओपिनियन बताने में डरे ना, the person who can stand up for what they feel is right and who is opinionated, who believes in something, who has certain beliefs and the strength and the courage to be able to carry forward with those beliefs, I think, and that clicked with me, and it kind of struck a chord, and I said, yeah, this is a place that I want to be in. Probably I was waiting for so long for a reality show of this nature to happen, to be a part of this show, and I had all the reasons to say a yes.
Yeah, but there have been reality shows for so long in the Indian television industry. You have been part of the Indian television industry for so many years. Why at this point in your life you decided that I should take part in a reality show?
Okay, so I know what you're pointing at, and that is probably one moment in my life that maybe I was offered the show for, but that was not a deciding factor that I can vouch for, because that is the reason why people talk, get on a video call, exchange synergies, and then come to a conclusion if they want to make a contestant the part of the show. And if the contestant wants to be a part of the show, because I took my own time to decide. I am in a very comfortable space in my life where I believe that I've settled with all the fiasco that has happened. My businesses I'm looking into, my child has settled, as well as I was doing a show on Z, and I'm doing my campaigns. So, and I have never been the kind who's been overtly ambitious about achievements in life, where I say no, मुझे कुछ भी करना है, पर मुझे ये करना है. So in fact I was skeptical, and I had questions like, give me a reason that I should say yes to the show when I'm in a comfortable spot myself. So I had my reasons. I'm a professional actor, and been more than like 21 years in the industry.
True.
And I believe main area of my expertise or my forte is advertising. Television I've done sporadically, music videos, as well as Bollywood films. And what else does an actor do? I feel privileged and blessed that I've had this natural transition from conventional advertising to digital, and now I'm moving to the OTT platform. I do not know why I would say a no to a platform like that, because how do I explore myself as an actor? This is how, right? As a celebrity, as a public figure. And on the same hand, in fact, it requires courage to say something, to say a yes to a show like that, because I know it's about controversies. I know that whatever has happened in my life might pop up, and I'm ready for it, because I have a purpose behind it. I feel the purpose is to inspire people. There are a lot of people who are lost, who don't know what to do, how to do, whether what is happening with them is right or wrong, how do they start, whether they should do it or not, what are their rights. That will be my sole purpose if this topic pops up. But this is not a defining moment in my life. Nisha Rawal is much more than just a controversy, and one controversy cannot help sustain for 72 days. Right?
I agree.
There's more to me than just one controversy. I mean, I'm a person. I have my strengths and I have my weaknesses, and I respond to different situations in different ways. And I have vulnerabilities. I have my strengths, and I'm not afraid to show them.
Yeah. So you are an actress, but you are also a mother. How difficult it is going to be to stay away from your child for 74 days or 72 days?
The most difficult. If there is anything difficult about the show, and if it was stopping me from doing this show, then it was being away from my child, because ever since he's been born, I've never stayed away from him for that long, maybe a couple of nights, that's it, right? And as adults, we have our reasons and responsibilities, and we say we want to take care of our parents or our families, and we want to meet our needs, and we do it, or we do it for reasons, for our creative satisfaction. But for a child, he doesn't, his love goes beyond reasons, right? He just wants his mother, come what may. And of course it's natural between Kavish and me too, but I think the bond that me and Kavish share is spoken and unspoken, and we have a connect. I always say that he's born out of my flesh and blood and my skin and bones. He's a part of me, right? He's me, out of my body, in action, in motion. I see a part of me, and I believe that biologically, he and me have a connect that is unspoken. He understands. I gain my strength from him, and he gains his strength from me. And the kind of resilience that Kavish has shown, if it was not for that, then I don't think I would have taken up this project. And that's why the beginning of this whole fiasco, of course I was offered Big Boss. If this was about the reasons that we're not really addressing directly, then I would have done it then. I've never really been a part, a kind of a person who's been part of controversies where it was very easy for me to be one. All I had to do is put a social media post on something that was happening and just join the bandwagon, saying, okay, hey, this is my opinion, right? I mean, I think I've been busy, and I'm, like I said, I'm very content and happy in my space. I will give an opinion if you ask for it, and I will fight for it or make my voice heard if I think something wrong is happening. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be in my space. So my reasons. And that's why now.
How comfortable are you going to be while sharing your life on an OTT platform that is going to show or telecast the show 24/7? I'm sure कि ऐसे काफी सारे मौके आएंगे जहां पर आपके पास्ट को फिर से कुरेदा जाएगा, काफी uncomfortable questions भी पूछे जाएंगे. क्या does that thought ever make you or scare you or थोड़ा conscious या फिर skeptical बनाता है?
That was the first thought. In fact, I'm sure it was the first thought. When my name was broken, I'm sure it was the first thought in your head. It was the first thought in my head when I was approached. It must have been the first thought in the makers' heads when they approached me, and it will be the same with the audience. But let's get done with it. Whatever questions I have to answer, I will answer. What I'm comfortable answering, I'll answer. What I feel is going to help people and will make a difference in other people's lives, I will answer. But I want people to know that this is not the defining moment of my life. This is not just me. This is not what I'm made of. It's a part of my life. It's a part of many challenges that I've faced in my life. And I feel that in my eyes, in the eyes of my family, I'm a winner already. And that's what matters.
And are you up for the challenges that will be thrown at you in the show?
Physical challenges, kind, like sit on the floor, eat dry roti, I'm so ready for it. I want to get started and lose some weight on that, I'm telling you.
Apart from this, Nisha, I really want to know, because जब चीजें हुई आपके साथ last year, आपने बाहर आकर मीडिया के सामने अपने दिल की बात रखी और आपने कहा कि किस तरीके से you have to start everything from scratch क्योंकि financial भी चीजें involved हो गई थी. How difficult that phase has been, and is this offer, accepting the offer is also, financial reason भी क्या एक बहुत बड़ा factor है to take up the show?
Yes.
Financial security.
Of course it is, because I think it will secure a huge amount of an education trust fund that I'm creating for my child. Of course it is. And that's why I call it a challenge. It's not like a cakewalk and I'm going to say, yeah, come on, shoot. But it's also not the kind. I could have provided myself a huge financial security by blowing the entire situation out of proportion when it happened. But you know it because you are a credible reporter and have, are a part of such a credible publication, that I spoke only once through a press conference. I did not want to wish to speak on a one-on-one because this is not a masala for anyone. It was only being spoken because it was the right thing to do. It was because I had to counter what was being said. It was because the truth had to come out. But the whole truth doesn't need to come out because people, we don't have the time. Otherwise, you'll have to make a show on me talking alone 24/7 for maybe 1 year, and then you'll understand my story. So, that's what I'm saying. And yes, I want to, in fact, make a point here that at that point, in that press conference, so basically I did two things. I did that press conference and I did a one-on-one with Times of India in print. That's the only thing I did, right?
Yeah.
So at that point in the press conference, I had mentioned that, I was even looking up for a job at McDonald's. And I remember that out of the many trolls that I got, this was one of them. And I'm glad you brought this up and I got an opportunity to explain. As a mother, I have insecurities. You know, we all do, right? And
Yes.
everybody who is a mom or has a mom will understand the struggles of a mother. And those were my insecurities. The first most on the top was financial security for my child. How am I going to feed him? How am I going to provide him creams? How am I going to pay school fees and take him to play areas and, you know, give gifts to other children who invite him for his birthdays? And every day, how am I going to pay for his nanny? You know, all of those things. How am I going to support the lifestyle that he already has? How am I going to support his dreams? How will I provide him good education? Of course, these
And
were my
food.
questions. Food. Exactly, and good food that too, right? That he's been provided so far. I only want the best for my child, like any other parent, any other mother, right? And those were my insecurities. That day, there was a mother who was insecure and who was vulnerable, who was talking and showing her vulnerabilities, and she was not afraid. That day, there was a mother who was in pain, who was in anguish, who was fearful, who was confused as to why life had to do this. There was a mother who was insecure, right? And she wanted to be embraced. I wanted to just go inside a quilt and lock myself behind a door and stay there forever. But I came out and I spoke to everybody. And that requires courage. And I'm proud of that in the right way. It's an example I'm setting for my child. So yes, I said that I am ready to work at McDonald's, because after that I was trolled for, how the hell did you afford a big birthday party like that? Why are you carrying this bag? Why are you driving this car? Because I am a celebrity, I get paid for it. I can afford it. But that day there was a mother speaking. And I also want to say that I'm a very strong woman. I can very well take care of my child. I can, and I'm proud to, and I'm happy to, because he's my child. I can do the best for him. And I'm blessed that I can. So that's all. I'm really happy, Vijay Lakshmi, that you asked me this question.
Yeah. Before wrapping up, you know, entertainment business में especially shows को interesting बनाने के लिए काफी twist and turns आते हैं, and ऐसा हो सकता है जिसके ऊपर आप ऑलरेडी स्टेटमेंट दे चुकी हैं कि शायद फ्यूचर में जाके आपके एक्स हस्बैंड को यू नो रोप इन किया जाए फॉर दिस प्रोजेक्ट. आर यू ओके?
Don't you think I should be, after you've spoken to me for so long?
Yeah.
You should ask him that question. Does he have the balls to come and sit in front of me and talk? The answer is no. Let's do it, because I think that will simplify a lot of things. That I've been trying that for very long. So if this platform is going to provide me that, sure, let's, you know, make the show a catalyst in just making my life simple. Because I want to know, if a woman doesn't want anything except an apology, then why the hell is the man not coming on the table? I don't want anything from that man that I cannot give to myself. All I wanted is love, right? I can provide for myself. I can take care of my child. In fact, I want to. I love it. I love every day waking up to Kavish and providing for him.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank you so much, Nisha. Thanks for talking to us and opening up your heart with us. And all the best for the show. May you come out victorious and lift the trophy.
Thanks, Vijay Lakshmi. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Take care.